it kind of stopped. It stopped me. So, and I had to retry. I had to go back and retry. And then the fact that the mic was off, it's kind of crazy. So let's see what the message is for this week. I'm gonna do the astrodize and see what comes up. What energies you should stay away from. Let's see. And what energies are working with you this week. All right, so Gemini, the North Node, and the 8th house, and Scorpio in the 12th house, and also the North Node. Ooh, that's weird. Okay, so for the energies that are in your benefit for the week ahead, the 8th house is merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, taxes, loans, assets, property, partners, resources, and interesting. And Gemini is all about the mental expansion, self-development. So connecting with people who are mentally expanding and enjoying their self-development journey. It feels like that's going to be good for you. Perhaps like working with people in regards to business. And let's see, for the energies that are not to your benefit, it seems like it's going to be Scorpio, which is desired passion. So anyone who's probably coming in very lusty. Oh, let me start the clock. All right, let me start the clocks. All right. And the 12th house is mystery. So maybe someone that's hiding, endings, closure, karma, solitude. So anything in regards to your past, perhaps it's almost like not beneficial this week ahead. But let's see. All right, so let's do the career. Oh, that was different. All right, so let's do Spirit. What's the message for the Empresses viewing this in regards to the self? In regards to the self for the week ahead. 7 of Cups. How about, hold on. I'm going to keep these two. Actually, I'll put them back. How about for the self? And how about for love for the week ahead? All right, this one got a couple. Oh, wow. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Okay. So let's verify. Let's add another layer. I'll just pull out the cards first and then decipher the messages. Okay. Can we say more? Look at this one. It's almost like it wants to come out. All right. But let's do it again. 7 of Cups. How about 3 of Wands for the career? 3 of Wands for career. How about for love for the week ahead? What's another layer? That's way too many. What's another layer for love? Okay. What's the challenge? What's the challenge for self? Stubborn, maybe? Persistent change? Or maybe this was the challenge, so that the layer. So what's another outlook for 7 of Cups? Oh, geez. How about for the 3 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles? Hangman. How about for the love? week ahead. In what areas? What other messages for the self? How about for career? And how about for love? All right, so let's start it. So for the self, this is exciting. Okay, I love coming here and connecting with you guys. Seriously, like once a week. I love it. I'll try to do more during the week. I do have another channel where I do more consistently because it's about shadow work, and it feels like this channel is more about embodying the energy that you've already worked your way up to be. So, and let me know if you guys hear me good. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, so we have, for the self, we have 7 of Cups, which is almost like too many things. I think priorities is an attention for this week. Is prioritizing something and being clear on what you prioritize. Or the challenge is finding clarity in what you want to prioritize. For some reason, I'm being called to see this background, black and white. And it's almost like you've been kept in, maybe you're confused, perhaps, or you're dealing with situations that might be a little confusing. So for the self, it's almost like we have the Queen of Swords, the Prince of Swords, the Ace of Discs, and it's almost like finding ways to, and then we have the Sun clarified as well, like another layer. So it feels like the week ahead you're gonna go from not knowing what to do, not knowing where to put your interests, like what your preferences are, and from there to finding out what it is that you want to pursue. And it's going to start to take form in yourself. Like you're going to begin to take form and then go towards the passion, the hobbies. Let me say one, like a couple more with this one. I feel like I like these more. I made this deck of just like writings, but I like pulling it. Talk to dogs. So it feels like, yeah, your roots run deep. So it feels like you're being called to go deep inside yourself for a little bit in order to find that peace of mind. And from there, it's almost like letting go of the worries from the external world, like all of the offers, perhaps like you're having a lot of offers, either in business, that we'll get to it, either in love or just opportunities. But right now it feels like it's a very important time that we're going through. It's like a shift going on. So it's almost like you almost have to be so sure of what it is that you're going to be forming, because it is a new beginning, and it feels like the energy is to go towards that new beginning. So the Queen of Swords symbolizes having boundaries, protecting them, speaking your mind. With the Prince of Swords is also having that like initial thought and wanting something and then just going for it. The Ace of Discs is almost like you're gonna have thoughts, or someone might bring in an idea. You might even have a conversation with someone, or even if this could be with yourself as well, and then you might get like an idea that it might bring forth some form of stability where you're going to be very happy with, and it's in regards to your passions. All right. So the call in yourself is to stay grounded, to stay rooted. And talk to dogs is just like a little thing that just means being in the present and be kind, stay open as well, you know. All right. Let me see for your heart. So yeah, peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. We have abandoned, left out, walked out, cold, and time, waiting cycles and moments. So I feel like you're finding peace in the time that it feels okay. So from the energy that we've had in the past couple of weeks, you've had to walk away from something, and now this is that time where you embark on a new journey. And it's like when you clean out something, when you leave something, it leaves room for more. So it feels like remember what I said about talk to dogs, to stay open, to stay kind. And we have cold here and left out, so it's almost like you might be feeling like a little bit like kept to yourself, and that's okay, because like sometimes we need that to in order to find peace and to find that balance. But don't close yourself so much where you might close out opportunities and yourself, you know what I mean? So enjoy the little moments and don't repeat cycles with yourself, especially with yourself or with any other people. I feel like that's why that Queen of Swords is there, because I don't think it will happen, because that's your energy, and it just means that you're just not going to tolerate things that you did in the past. All right, so for the career we have 3 of Wands, 4 of Discs, then we have the Hangman and Empty. So all right, let me show you the cards. From all of these, I can tell that's based on, okay, so it starts with the self, right? Once you figure out what you want to formulate you're going to find passion in this, and it's going to help you want to start something. So you will create something that's informing, and it's going to be, I think the challenge here is to fight stability. It's to not go back to patterns. That's where it's like the cycles, not repeat cycles from the past that will keep you in this stable comfort zone. And it will, because like from one, like in the beginning when you formulate something, like if you don't see the results, and then sometimes you might talk yourself out of it, and then you might be in this hangman position again, where you're just like withdraw a little bit, or you just have to think a little bit more. So you might find yourself like taking pauses between acting, like you want to act and create something, but you might take like a little step back to see, okay, like maybe there's some resistance. Am I doing this right? So the next card that we had, it was clean, purify, empty, and practice. So sometimes it's just a call during this time that like you might be thinking or overthinking or something, or just like surrendering into the process that it needs in order to create something. You might be called to get rid of things to make room for the new creations that will take forth. Let's see what comes up for this one. I'll shuffle it. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's working better. Ask for help. Okay, so yeah, so if you feel like you're in this position where like you don't know what to do, and don't be comfortable, like don't fear yeah, asking for help, someone that actually knows. Don't ask help in the wrong places. And that's really hard, I understand. Allow yourself to be inspired. So this goes with the 3 of Wands. I was going to say Pentacles. Interesting. So this goes with the 3 of Wands, where if you're living in the moment, and like let's say you're cleaning out and you've surrendered, it's like surrender to the possibility that you can be inspired by anything you do, by any conversation that you have. any interaction, like so yes, it's a call to stay open from the self to business, because I think it will impact these ideas coming forth. And then we have listen presently. Yes, so staying in the present. We have also offer help. So maybe if you have like those personal interactions with neighbors or something, if you're offering help, you might exchange words with someone and then all of a sudden you have an idea for something. And or it's not always like that, but it's like just that's just an example of how easy sometimes things could be. You don't know who you meet, you don't know the connections that you can get, and it feels like that's all inspiring, you know. Treat yourself to your favorite dish. That just means to put yourself first. Take yourself out, make sure that you're sometimes when we get to this like burnout spot or something, it's because we're not listening to ourselves. Listen presently. You know, put your hand over your heart and take deep breaths and feel your energy, and it feels like that's gonna help you. And then this one is love is the absence of fear. So whatever you're creating, whatever resistance that you might feel in the process of creation, you're being asked to tap into the infinite love that we all have, that we all are. And it feels like that's gonna be yeah, your message. Let's see the outcome for the career. Yeah, let's see the outcome for career. Well, use this. Hold on. All right, what's the outcome for the career? The Tower. Wow. So there is some purification. Some of you might have some purification to get done, because we have two things. We have the empty, clean, purify, empty practice. And then we also have the Tower, which symbolizes that too. Oops. The Tower comes to clean out the space for the new. So there might be like an awakening. There might be some type of interruption, a change. But with that, it comes with freedom, you know? All right. I don't think I did it for this one. Anyway, let's go back to the self real quick. Actually, we'll circle back around to the self. But let's do a law of attraction card for career. Okay. Oh, I like this one. Okay, this one wanted to come out. My creative workshop process works for me. And it says, I did this last time. Okay. If you will use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you will find every day to be one of fun. I literally just said that, like having those interactions, asking for help, offering help. You don't know what you might find, ideas and something. So that 100% confirms it. So if you're like a little anxious when it comes to connecting with people, don't be. Let's see the heart for in the work. How this? I don't think this applies because it's for work. But letting go, moving on, walking away. Yeah. Okay. So there's some things that you are called to walk away from in order to be called into this new phase of creation. Literally, we had releasing the Tower, releasing empty, clean, purify, empty. Like, wow. Okay. So you might be too your comfort zone might be holding you back from something potentially greater. All right. Now that that's clarified, let's move on to love. How much time do we got? Okay. Okay, we're good. I'm doing laundry, so I gotta go get my stuff. Okay. So this one is way juicier. Let's see. We had the Magician, and the way it came out, I'm confused on how to read it. Because if it's like this, it tells a different story, right? if it comes out like this, it's almost like, oh wait, it's like the past, boom, 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 and then the present. So give me a second to digest this one. Let me see the Knave of Chalices. I insist on using this deck because of the Egyptian feel. But I seriously don't know the names. My memory is just like, I have to do more. I have to do more until it gets engraved in my brain. Okay. The Priest of Anubis, study, confession, meditation. So meditation, interesting. So career and meditation. We have in career, we had the Four of Pentacles, which is staying in your comfort zone, and the Hangman, which is like, it suggests meditation. So for love, so from love, there might be someone coming in, but it's like with the devil energy, which is not good. So it feels like that will be a distraction. I feels like that was probably the Scorpio energy that you had in the beginning, that I was like, don't open to this, and lustful. Okay, so yeah, so okay, this checks out, because I was like, oh my god, am I bugging? But in the beginning, thank goodness for that. Otherwise I would have been like, I don't want to steer you wrong, or but in the beginning we had Scorpio, the 12, and I think it was the 8th house. No, mystery, someone lying. So it was like someone deceiving, and it feels like, so okay, I'm getting it now. So it feels like someone could be coming in. It could be a person or two or whatever. It could be many. But anyway, someone might be coming trying to, come in a very, like, trying to date you or something, but they might have ulterior intentions. And so Spirit is asking you to meditate on what decisions you take. All right. And it feels like the challenge is the Queen of Wands, which is a very passionate, it could be lustful, but the Queen of Wands is also like, find the strength in this energy, because it's also like a form of magician. So it's almost like a magician is going to come to you, but then you're your own creator as well. Clearly, we had the Three of Wands as well. So the challenge is not falling for that devil energy. I think that's what it is, guys, girls, whoever's on the other side. So the Knave, it's gonna really ask of you to just like, what did it say again? Study the moves, and meditate on the decisions before you act. All right. For that, we had Justice, and it was kind of like, I think it was like sideways. So I think it's gonna be challenging as well. So I feel like staying balanced with yourself will help you not repeat cycles of things that you've already walked away from and left. So because you do have this Queen of Wands energy, and it's coming along. What was the first one? Oh, Seven of Chalices. And so right now it feels like you're in between two phases. So creating boundaries, but also you're highly passionate. So that might be like a little bit troubling, going back and forth from. And I can understand from experience like what that means. So right now it feels like, if you're not looking for a relationship, or you want a really good one, you're looking for the one, I think the best course of action is to channel that energy that you get, like, oh, you want to date or something, but do it for your passions. Like, take self-interest. And it feels like and then we also had trust. So again, I feel like you're being called to watch out for who comes in. Do you trust them? And how close do you let them in? Because in the process, in the process of creating something, sometimes when we overshare with people, notice if it's happened to you. Notice in the past when you have done it, how things turn out. Do they work out? Do they not work out? And it's for a reason. So protect your projects. Oh, that's another one. Protect your projects. Even though you can ask for help, try to ask the right people for help. Try to the people who are doing what you're doing and that are willing to help, right? And trust is a big thing. Sincerity, respect, carefulness, support. So it feels like for some of you, someone could also be coming in a balanced way. Let's just say, because the North Node did come out for both. Asking for help, wanting to study, but then they still have this devil energy. I can't tell. Let's ask. I was gonna say I can't tell, like, do they mean harm by it or something? Let me see. Can you tell us more about this? Ooh, competition. So the devil card is something about competition. And yeah, so it's like someone that you might work with or worked with in the past, but they have external conflict and it's just like the energy around them. Can you tell us more about the devil? The King of Wands. Oh, this is love. This is your pair. Oh my God, the Queen and the King of Wands. This is going to be a very different. I think you're going to. It could create conflict. Okay, so in love, for some of you, if you connect with this person, meditate on it first, or maybe if you have meditated on it, but it will create struggle, or maybe it's like a sense of competition because justice is sideways. So it's like, let's see what another deck. Let's see this one. Can you tell us more about love? Oh my goodness. He like wants to speak, but like, okay, the love card. I mean, yeah, the way. So when you, what did it say? Meditate? Praying is a form of meditation. So I feel like connect first. There's a saying, go to the throne before you go to the phone. The Queen of Wands sits on a throne. She's highly intuitive. She's highly connected to spirit. She's fiery. And sometimes, like if it's in reverse, it could be very reckless and just like impulsive because of the fire. It could like burn yourself out. But yeah, you are being asked to pray before kind of like taking big decisions. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Let's see what else for the love. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. So it feels like for some of you, you might have hit your limit with this person and you're just being asked to just let it go and meditate on it, pray. If it's good for you, it will be good for you. But focus more on yourself. Focus more on those passions. And don't overwhelm yourself with like external factors that are not your business. Sink in, despair, falling apart. I kind of want to know what the other person is feeling. I never do this, right? I've never done that. I've done it with the deck, but I've never done it with the tarot. Okay, let's see what this other person's true intentions will be for the viewer if they come in, right? The Magician. Hey! So what's with that Devil card? Hold on. So what's with the Devil card? So what's with the Devil card? Wow. What's with the Devil card? Mental. Okay. So it could be that this person has good intentions. We have the 9 of Cups, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is someone who wants to give back to you, someone who's comfortable where they are and everything, and they want to give to you. It feels, or maybe they see you as this person, as like just someone who has it all, and they want to just offer you that. When I asked about the Devil, we had the the Five of Swords, which is mental. It's like this person is having like a mental battle. We have Strength at the bottom. Yeah, and Five of Pentacles at the top. So yeah, this person is dealing with something heavy. Let's see. Maybe those external factors are about that person. Second chance, making amends, opportunity. That King of Wands really wants up in the readings before as well. Ace of Cups. He wants to have or she wants to have the strength to give you a cup. Has this person changed? Wow, that was easy. Temperance. They're learning. They're learning how to temper. Okay, so because I was thinking of this like when I was doing the other read. Not the other read, but like pulling it out again. I think they're learning from they're learning how to control, they're meditating, they're learning from their devil card, from the devil energy. They're learning how to temper it. But it seems like there is someone very interested in you. And they do want to create something. Early stages of achievement. Maybe they're just, a chance to make money. They're just focused on income. And they do have a lot of external conflict factors that come with that, maybe. So it feels like, okay, let's ask, what should you do? What's the advice for the viewer? Wait, have I asked? Oh, shoot, I can use this one. Okay. What's the advice for the viewer in regards to love for the week ahead based on the information that you've shared with us? Physical activity. Ooh, they want to get physical with you too. But it could be a disturbance. So what's the advice for the viewer? What's the advice for the viewer dealing with this energy? For the ones who it applies to, right? If it doesn't apply, don't take it, okay? Like as if you're in a relationship or something. Are you open to receiving help? Wow, Three of Pentacles again. Communication, Three of Pentacles. What is this one? Eight of Cups, leaving something behind. It's like letting go of the heaviness, letting go of the BS. That was like the breaking point. You've hit your breaking point with this person. Yeah, you've had to defend yourself before. And now you're just looking for this Queen of Pentacles mode. All right, let's see. Any other advice? Or was that it? Should I grab another deck? Oh, I gotta go. It's 10:45. Oh my goodness. Let's exhaust the possibilities. What's the advice? I mean, it's your choice, but damn. Okay, what's the advice for the viewer? I saw one pop in. Adapt, plan delay, defensive character. You might be defensive on this with this person. What's the advice though? The strength to be strong. If it's coming out of a lustful way and there's no promises on creating something, and if you don't see the equal exchange, if you don't see this person like trying to give back, or you know what I mean, like if they owe you an apology and they're not giving it, it feels like you have to find the courage to protect your energy and just to stay strong-willed about what it is that you want, the connections that you want, because what you say yes to, oh my god, the Queen of Wands, yeah, it's like tempering this your energy, like the passion that you might have coming from the person on your mind at this moment. Anything else? The Devil. Yeah, so you're gonna have to really be strong in order to, one, be pessimistic, because if you're close about a connection, for the ones who apply, let's say if it's a good connection and if you're pessimistic about it, you might just like ruin the chances of it. So I think you might have to just stay open, but know when to close, you know, what's not meant for you. Like, yeah, that's too many. Maybe something close, because we have like the World at the bottom. Okay, anything else on this? Seven of Swords. So it's almost like taking with you what works, planning something, prepare. Maybe you're being asked to prepare. Queen of Wands. Wow, babe, that's sexy. It's almost like prepare yourself, like your passion, like, yeah, like you're forming something. Something is coming, but it does need your attention and your presence. Okay, let's see. Anything else? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, something coming fast. Let's see what this deck. Anything that could clarify this for the viewer? Knave of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups again. The Five of Pentacles came out earlier from their energy. Oh, sure. I didn't even open this one, so maybe this could help clarify as well. The Knight of Swords. Let me see that one real quick. I love you guys. Okay. The Scribe of Mat, Lawyer, Spy, Messaging Code, Hostile Intention. Ooh, so for some of you, there, or for this message, there could be like a hostile type of intention. That's where the Devil energy came twice. Maybe to take from you, you know, or they're just like in a really bad spot, so they're not doing well mentally. And the Nine of Cups is just like, perhaps, isn't that a Pisces? Perhaps they see you as someone doing good, they want your help, or they want what you have, or they're pretending to be happy. So it's like, it could be in various ways, you know. It could be that they're pretending to be like fine and everything, so they're already coming in with the Devil energy, with the pretension, with the mask on. This was where the competition might come from. So it's almost like competing with dominance. And I had a dream last night, and it wasn't like sexual or anything, but it was about dominance. So I feel like that I asked Spirit if that was like in any way connected to the reading that I was going to do for the Empress Collective. And there might be some form of energetic battles going on that might be external from someone else. I think you're safe. I feel like you're safe from this, but it feels like if it's still maybe affecting you because of the projections. Yeah, just keep working. We have Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, which I would feel like if you keep working and focusing on your passion, I feel like all of this could just like bounce off, you know. Two of Wands, planning on something. Five of Wands is the external conflict again. And the Nine of Swords. So that's like, I think that's the energy you came out of. All right. I'm going to ask from the Ancient Oracle. Oh, wait, this one too. All right, for the love, for the week ahead. What is good with this? Any advice, any other messages that will connect the story? Ooh, baby, yes. Cover yourself in white light. So there are projections coming at you. And Spirit is asking you to protect yourself spiritually because this is all unseen. And it feels like it's to distract you from the path that you're clearly taking. You're taking a new crystal clear. What is what is clister? What is crystal clear to you? Which it seems like it might not be. But what is crystal clear to you is the situation. It might just be crystal clear. It should be crystal clear. Like there's no question on going back to that for whom it applies. Yeah, so right now you're being asked quality over quantity. Who you can trust is their trust. And it's like, how deceiving is this person or was that person to you? If it's someone from the past, because we did have like the second chances or making amends. So I feel like this applies for someone in your path already or in your past. Then we have let the wind soothe you to sleep. So it feels like the more you stay in the present and things like that, keep to yourself basically. Celebrate what you already achieved. So yeah, focus on yourself. That's self-oriented. Oh, this could be your twin flame or someone copying you as well. Like the competition, that like the external thing. All right. Messages for the divine collective right now, the divine feminine. Thoth's precision guidance. That's cute. It's the pyramid with the moon. So it's like tapping into your inner self, the mystery of who you are. Pay attention to details, bro. Pay attention. And aim for precision in your tasks. So I feel like the more you stay attuned to your personal matters, personal goals, what are you creating? Who are you becoming? That Ace of Pentacles is going to come to you, right? Accuracy in your work and communications will lead to a better outcome. And I'm having like a little bit of issue of conversation. Look, that was the third one. The first one, it was the internet. So I feel like that's where you are being asked to cover yourself in white light, because there might be some like conflict externally being sent to you, some energy being sent to you. I'm not gonna front. And so it was the thing, then it was the mic, and I almost like tripping on yourself. So, and this is the first time that I find myself going really slow. So I feels like while you stay grounded and balanced, your energy is pretty beautiful right now. Staying grounded and balanced, it's gonna help you like go through this easy peasy. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, it says double check your efforts to ensure correctness. Double check, and that has been in the energy for like a couple of days now from the other channel. It was like double check. Did I say everything? Which I should ask myself, did I say everything? Double check when you swipe, double check your accounts, double check what you're saying online in communication, double check for spelling, like in anything. Otherwise you're gonna have to do it twice, or otherwise you're gonna go back and edit, or yeah, double check. I'm gonna say it, double check. Okay, let's see a word that would anchor this in. Presence, babe. Oh, yes. So staying in the present moment, tapping into your presence, your heart, your vibration. It feels like that's honestly your overall message, from the self to career to love. It all trickles down. You know this. That's amazing. I'm gonna pick one more. I mean, that's the anchor. Let's see. These are really hard to shuffle, but I'm gonna close it. We are 44 minutes. Let's see. These are really hard to shuffle. I almost feel like better going like this. Look. What would be a message right here? Okay. The dark mysteries. Into the chamber of the dark goddess. So yeah, right now it feels like you are in this cocoon, and I feel like that's the presence. That's your presence of divinity, your presence, yourself. That's where you'll get clarity. That's where we have the hangman in career as well. Before twice, check twice before you act. Meditate before you say yeah. Meditate before anything, almost like staying present. And yeah. Let me double check now. I'm like, what else? I don't know. I'm like a little, like, wow, that could be a little paranoid. Which is not good. Interesting. Anything else? What's an affirmation for the viewer? For the Empress this week? What's an affirmation you could focus on to anchor everything? Staying present. Oh, this is cute. 18, the air elemental. Embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me say it again. I embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge and wisdom. Again, that's like a confirmation to staying open. This is beautiful. Can you see it? This is beautiful. Wow, I didn't wear white today. I just want to pick more. Sea salt baths. So cleanse yourself, cover yourself in white light for protection. Let me double check with spirit. I keep seeing this and I keep like ignoring it, so I will pick one out. All right, spirit, what's the archetype message you want me to share? There's a lot. We're 47 minutes. We have Eros, the king, which is the masculine energy, the nectar, the self, and the bridge. Connecting with yourself, connecting with all parts of yourself, connecting with the... That's actually beautiful. Like the Queen of Wands, which came out 3 times from 3 different decks. Super confirmed. That's the energy you're in, or you're embodying. You're going from the Queen of Swords, which you had to be in order to have those boundaries up. But it feels like now you're trying to connect to yourself, and the king is the masculine in you in order to act, in order to bring from the intuition an idea into the tangible. And I don't know Eros. That reminds me a lot of Sigmund Freud. Bro, I need to study. That's a study. Freud. But it was like a show. I forget the name of it. But that, and I just remember Eros. Eros. Passion, playfulness, sexual health. So I feel like prioritize your sexual health. Don't recklessly give it away, because the Queen of Wands is passionate, and I get it. The nectar. Save your nectar and learn how to use it for your creative pursuits. Don't waste your energy. That's like beautiful energy. When dark, it says madness, projection, and obsession. So check yourself on that. This is we're being real here, you know what I mean? Love as desire, eroticism, sensuality. So channeling that energy, or maybe feeling it from the dark. Let's say this was you. If this was you, right? And there is no other person, or and it just applies to you. It means that you're studying from your devil energy, and maybe perhaps there's still lingering things that could be triggering you back, or wanting to trigger you back. So Just watch yourself when you need to fix that, heal it. So it says, though eros can be depicted as an unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? Ooh, the catalyst. If it's a twin flame, then it was surely a catalyst. What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? That's a good question. That's a really good question. It does reconnect us with the primal longing to emerge with another human being. Nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Wow, I'm getting like a connection like with that applies to me with the sense of art, like with the hobbies and passion. Like if you want something, but there's so much resistance, like why do we face that hesitation? Yeah, I get it. It also allows us to momentarily unite. Ooh, it's that Queen of Wands. Okay. Our hearts embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. And remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its center. Wow. The center of the mystery of who you are. Did I show you this card? The self, bro. Like the self, the bridge, like you're bridging this week ahead. I feel like you're bridging yourself to the parts of yourself that like you didn't see before, you didn't understand before, that control that were there, but like you might have suppressed it, or so I feel like you're coming into healing. And yeah, again, I embrace the element of air, and I am open to and all knowledge and wisdom. This is beautiful. I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll see you sometime in this week. I'll do another reading. Okay, bye.